Ram 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 Ram. Namaste. What's up? Ram Ram. UOI. Ram Ram Jerome. And for people who are just joining in, remember your children are going to be Hindu. So make use of this opportunity and actually understand Hinduism. Guru Gerard, namaste. Namaste. What's up? Om Namah Shivaya, brother. Om Namah Shivaya. And yeah, I have some more strikes in my account, so liking and sharing would really help. Hey, Lexi, what's up? I don't get it. Like, if you don't like the things I'm saying, what's with the mass reporting, man? How does that work? Like, seriously, that is the only way your religion will survive? Cut off the voices of people who do not speak like you? How sad is that, bro? That is an extremely sad existence. What is Hinduism? Hinduism is ancient sciences. Oh, wow, it's already 1.2k. Good job, people. I have a question. Please feel free. The whole thing is about asking questions. Reply to kar de, bhai. What is your question, bro? What game is this? Forza 5? I am not an Xbox person. I'd rather play some PlayStation games. You have a platform that's far reaching, that's fine. But ephemeral, come on. That's not an excuse to cut off somebody's voice, right? Is Brahma uncreated? What does that mean? Do you know what Brahma is, brother? Inbox. अरे यार inbox check वैक नहीं करता हूँ मैं. आधे inbox like my is just full of curses, so I barely go there. Who are Yadav? Yadavs are generally people who were cowherds back in the day. Good day, brother. Exactly, like if you don't like it, just scroll past through. But the mass reports and stuff like that, my account is only actually standing through right now is because people are subscribed to it. By this time, all my previous account, like this is my 21st or 22nd account. It's curse box, absolutely. How do I achieve moksha? Through sadhana. That is the only way you can achieve moksha. Somebody says otherwise, they're lying to you. What kind of sadhana? That is something you have to figure. It's Ram Ram, brother, Ram Ram. Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Hello.
Why do Hindus believe in blue people?
Why do Hindus believe in blue people?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. We don't believe anything, let alone blue people.
Okay, so so you're not Hindu.
What do you mean?
The background, your god is literally blue.
Who told you that's God?
So who is he?
He's my great ancestor, and we
What the
throughout
fuck?
Hindu history.
So
What?
that's your sister?
Wait. How did that make you lose your mind, bro? Like what?
That's
You
your
never heard blue
sister?
people are
That's
ancestors?
crazy. I thought so you worship your sister.
Sister,
So you worship your sister.
do you have oil in your ears, bro? You don't hear properly?
How is that your aunt's? This shit makes no sense, bro.
Bro, you're Muslim, right? Aren't you Muslim, brother?
I'm not your brother.
Oh, thank you. An honest Muslim. Finally, when Muslims come and call me brother, I know their religion does not allow this. I don't know why they keep calling me brother.
You're an idol
Thank you.
worshiper. Your idol is not real. Your blue people came and saved themselves. They were manufactured in China.
Blue people are manufactured in China.
Yeah, your idols, your statues.
So China is
They're made
manufacturing
out of
people.
shit plastic. They're made out of recycled materials.
So China makes people.
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
yeah, they make your gods in these little factories, these little sweatshops.
It's funny, like Dreamable. The funny thing is, till now, every assumption you made about Hinduism, right? You have not been anywhere close to the truth. You're so wrong. You have no idea how wrong it is.
The throat.
This is why, Dreamable, your children are going to be Hindu because you're too stupid, brother.
That's good.
You're too stupid. I mean, this level of stupidity, I don't think your children will be okay with that. But good luck with that. Keep doing what you do. Hey, Sharon, what's up?
Namaste, bhai. How are you?
I'm good. Namaste, namaste.
Very good. Hey, just a Hindu question. So Shiva and the Adi Yogi, is that two different things?
Adi Yogi perceived Shiva. So once you perceive Shiva, then there is the line between what is Shiva and what is you. It kind of starts blurring.
Blurring. I see. Thank you so much, bhai. Thank you
No
very much.
problem.
Thank you.
The pleasure is always.
Dharma.
Ram Ram. And that's one of the reasons why Adi Yogi got the name Shiva, because the people who are watching him, they could not differentiate between what is him and what is Shiva.
Hello.
What's up? How old are you, Jody?
Um.
You're too
Old
young,
enough.
bro.
So what? So my question
You're not
is,
old enough. No, you're not old
huh?
enough. You're not old enough, bro. You're too young. You cannot be up here. Thank you for coming, though. Yeah.
You won't listen to my question?
Nah, you are a child, brother. I cannot have children up here.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
Hey, nothing much. So I got a couple questions about Hinduism, right? Just in general. Look,
Sure.
I've tried to explore Hinduism, but there's just so many school of thoughts, right? It's huge. Where to start? I don't know where to start. So if you
So
could give
I can
me,
take it right up the top, yeah, right up the top. So
okay,
Hinduism is a knowledge system that allows you to understand yourself and the reality itself. Okay. So the knowledge system, there are five main approaches to this knowledge system. Five main yogas. Yoga is basically how you practice Hinduism. The
okay.
five main yogas are Karma Yoga, Kriya Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and Raja Yoga.
I've heard of
Karma
Bhakti
Yoga is the
yoga.
yoga. So Karma Yoga is the yoga of action.
Okay,
Most religions follow Karma Yoga. Second one is Jnana Yoga is the yoga of knowledge, which is how I started my journey. In this yoga, you pretty much try to find knowledge to take you to the truth.
can
The
you say
next
that yoga? Wait, say it again. The
Jnana, Gyana, Jnana Yoga.
Jnana. Okay,
Yeah.
Jnana. Got it.
And then comes the Bhakti Yoga, which is the yoga of devotion. Most religions of the world, when they are devoted to their god or whatever, that's Bhakti side of things. Then there is Kriya Yoga. Kriya Yoga is the yoga of ritual. So when you see people performing rituals, even the physical poses and whatnot,
Uh-huh.
that forms Kriya Yoga. The last one is Raja Yoga. I don't think Raja Yoga is for everybody. You need to have had some level of attainment or understanding to actually get into that.
Wait,
It's the
what does
yoga
it
of the
mean? Is it
mystic.
like a certain level of devotion or dedication,
No, not
ritually
no,
speaking, or
no.
is it?
See, devotion, action, ritual, all of that, right? It will eventually push you into a threshold.
I see it.
After
Okay.
that, now suddenly after that, the type of yoga you do is not a big deal
Right. Okay.
because you already have attained something, right? From this point onwards, when you practice things, it's Raja Yoga.
Got
It's
it.
literally like in English, you would call it the yoga of the mystic. The mystics who walk around.
Yes, yes, yes. Got it. Got it. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
no problem, Jiva. So the whole point is like out of all this, you have to figure out which one actually talks to you, and then explore that school of thought. And then obviously, like once you explore that school of thought, there is like a lot more detail in that. Also, thank you for all the likes and everything. It really helps.
Hello.
Chacha bhai, what's up?
What's up, Dharma?
Jai Mahakal, brother.
So, I was on someone live. So they
Uh-huh.
are basically so they say the iron was invented 25 like 2500 years ago. So how Mahabharat is happened 5000 years ago. So that's stuck question in my mind. That's why I invoke you.
How? What question is that? It doesn't make any sense. Like, what
Like
is iron?
like
What is the relationship of iron and Mahabharata?
it's like a war. Mahabharata is war. So they say how the Mahabharata will happen without iron. So
That doesn't
that's
make any
a
sense
because
because they were using
because
mantra siddhi and all that, right? You don't need iron for mantra siddhi. How is
because
that even related?
I believe in both science and the bhakti marg. You know,
That's
I
okay. You
can
should
believe.
always be
I,
like that.
yeah,
Nobody should be blind faith. Your faith should be backed up by science. That is the
I
only way to
can
do it.
I
But
can
I'm just saying,
I,
brother,
I
I'm
believe I
saying,
believe I believe in Sudarshan Chakra also and the invention of the iron also. You know
ठीक है,
what I
okay.
mean? Yeah.
But your question has
So
no meaning, brother.
yeah,
What does
because
iron have to do with a war? It has no meaning.
yeah. So I have.
Before Iron
Do
Age,
you know
Chacha,
any idea?
before Iron Age, we had the Bronze Age. Maybe they were using
Yeah.
bronze.
Okay. No, I know, but they ask the technical questions, so I can answer over there. So I stuck. So that's why I want to answer from someone who have some knowledge.
So, once again, let me just look at this.
Because they took two three question because they like they say the all the Hindu gods come from the Egyptian, like they say the Brahma, they have the already statue in the Egypt. So that kind some people say Rama is not exist in India, they came from the Thailand.
Let them say anything they want to say, bro. You should not take them seriously. We know our
I
history.
know,
That's what
I
matters.
know, I know. The bigger
People will
example is
like
the
the Western people.
the
They
city
started
of
to try
Goa.
to name Ram Setu as Adam's
Yeah,
Bridge.
yeah.
Will we take it
Bigger
seriously? No, we
example
will
is
not take it seriously. As simple as that.
the
Don't waste
big
time in these things,
the
brother.
bigger example is Ram Setu and the Dwarka city.
That's what I'm saying. So don't worry about all that stuff.
Yeah,
Don't worry. Okay.
yeah,
And the
yeah.
iron thing, I think I saw your question. It did not even make sense to me. Okay, so what? So what? Maybe they used something else. Maybe they had some other metal. 5,000 years ago, what kind of technology had they had? We cannot even fathom that. Because the war was supposed to be a nuclear war and like it destroyed everything. You know?
Yeah. It's not
And there's
only
no way we can go
5,000.
back in time. So the only thing
Maybe
we can actually trust
more
is,
than 5,000.
is there a delay? He keeps speaking over me. What is happening?
I think I say that's maybe more than 5,000 years ago because the sinking of the Dwarka city is not a 5,000, it takes so many thousand years because the sea level of that Gujarat takes so many years to sink a city.
I agree, bro. I agree. Do you have any other questions,
Yeah.
brother?
Okay. Thank you, buddy. If I have question, I will come back.
No problem, bro. Thank you for coming. See, the Western people, right? They will always try to create doubts in your mind, ask you stupid questions, to make it look like they know better. They don't know better. For a long time, the West was struggling with science. They were like, do we let people do science or not? They don't get to come and dictate to us what our history is. Our history is codified in our books and it's in our DNA. Every time you see a story and it speaks to you, it's because our DNA is reacting to our ancestors. Trust that. We don't need the West's approval for everything. The fact that Indians are always asking for the West's approval is one of the biggest mistakes we make. Look at China today. Why do you think they're so advanced? They don't give a shit what the world thinks about them. They're continuously focused on their goal. And Chinese culture is not even as anything close to the Hindu culture. You know, all of that spirituality and everything, it was given to them by the Indians. In ancient times, Indians used to go there and remember the what's his name, Bodhidharma. He went there. He taught them Chinese Ayurveda. He taught them how to fight. He taught them kung fu. He taught them meditation, yoga, everything. And for some reason, instead of giving credit, they try to make it their own. But still, today, the ancient people who actually understand spirituality and how to have gratitude, they all give credit to Bodhidharma. Chinese travelers used to come to India again and again to learn something from us. So we don't need the West's approval. If China, who actually learned everything from us, they don't care about the West approval, the originators of this knowledge, like why should we care? हर बात में like go अरे white people what do they think? We don't care, dude. White people in the beginning when they were trying to do science, they were all reading Hindu scripture. Go look it up. Oppenheimer, Niels Bohr, like the people who invented the atomic theory, people who invented the quantum mechanics, they were actually looking at Hindu scripture. Like, do you really think the Western ideology can ever make them think in quantum levels? They cannot. It's impossible. But they took our scripture seriously. That's why they got these ideas, and even now they're researching these things. But they cannot reconcile with the fact that when you go into quantum level of things, Hinduism makes absolute sense, but their version of physics and whatever they have discovered so far, it all goes out of the window. So they cannot reconcile that, because the moment they reconcile that, they have to come and admit that, okay, you know what, looks like ancient Indians knew way better. But still Indians, they're just going around like, can I say this? Licking ass. They want the white person's approval. Stop doing this stupid shit. Not cool. At least have some like cojones to stand for yourself, man. क्या चल रहा है? The person who was requesting, he just left suddenly. I don't know what happened. The picture is dope. Absolutely. That is our main man, Shiva himself. It's not about that. Focus on the wrong thing to begin with. Why need for validation? Varunanandi, that's exactly what I'm saying. You don't need validation. Like, for example, I'll tell you exactly why the validation thing actually destroyed us. Yeah. When the computer boom was happening, China did what? They decided, you know what, let's use all this technology to create more stuff. The way they achieved it was absolutely horrific, because they started making sweatshops and whatnot. But the problem here is they said, let's solve problems. Let's create IPs by ourselves. Okay. And what did India do? We went around asking the West's approval. Instead of creating our own technologies, we decided to become tech support for the West. Why? Because of that inferiority complex that Indians are holding. How shitty is that? Like, what is this brown master के सामने salute मारने वाला business? All the amazing brains of India, what were they doing? They were just going and working as tech support for the West. Whereas China said what? They did not care about English. They said, to hell with the West. We will stick to our language, we'll stick to our culture, and they focused all of their resources onto it. And today, China's GDP is like 4 or 5 times India's GDP. Again, it's still a dictatorship. Nobody likes living there. Everybody thinks it's a suffocating place. But they did not leave their culture. Tomorrow, something happens in worldwide, China is actually safe. But US economy gets shaken, Indian economy gets shaken, because we are so dependent on that. This is why India should become a Hindu Rashtra, and this is why India should go back to its original culture, stand on its own feet, and does not stop looking for the West's approval. We don't need that. Our Indian sciences are like way advanced. Like, they don't even know what consciousness is, bro. Like, Indians have always been talking about consciousness. Phone is already hot. Ice pack for that. Hey, what's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Oh, good.
Can you tell me a little bit about your religion?
Yes, it's not a religion.
About your beliefs?
It's not a belief either. It's literally ancient sciences.
You worship cows, no?
Bro, I've never met your mom. Why would I worship her?
Why are you mad at your beliefs though? That's what the Hindus do. I'm not even trying to be like trying to say anything bad. That's what you guys.
No, seriously, see, I'm assuming your mom is an amazing person. Okay, I'm sure she's an amazing lady. But why do you think like she deserves worship? Hello,
I don't even understand what you're saying.
bro. Why do you think your mom is so cool that everybody should worship her? Does that make sense?
So I don't know what you talk. I'm saying you worship cows.
Yeah, we don't worship your mom, bro.
Oh, so you're just trying to disrespect them?
Oh, this is what it feels like when somebody is being offended.
No, I'm not offended, but
Ah,
that's your
oh
intentions.
no. Okay.
Why are you mad?
Do I sound mad, dude? I'm actually
Yeah,
having fun with you.
yeah. No, I'm having a cool conversation. I'm saying why you worship
There's
cows.
nothing cool about
You're
your
saying
conversation, bro. The IQ level is so
why
low
do I
right
worship my
there. I can
mom?
stink. It's stinking. Your IQ level. Did you ever get an IQ check? What level is it?
So, oh wait, so you're saying moms are cows? Like all
No,
moms are cows?
your mom, your mom.
So you worship my
You
mom?
specifically. You
So you
specifically.
so you worship my mom?
We don't. That's what I'm saying. Even if she might be a cool person, we don't worship your mom, bro.
So you deny that you worship cows?
I don't worship your mom. No.
So you're saying you don't worship my mom?
There are plenty of Hindus in the comment section.
I'm
Can
trying
you
to
please tell this
understand.
guy,
I'm
like
really
all
trying
the
to
Hindus in the
understand.
comment section? One second.
I'm
All
really
the Hindus in
trying.
the comment section, please tell this guy, do you guys worship his mom?
I'm saying, do you worship cows? Yes or no?
Like I said, I don't worship your mom, bro.
Well, my mom is not a cow. She's a human being.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, I live in
Then
reality. My mom is
why do
not a
you talk
cow.
like a son of a cow then?
Why are you mad like a cow?
Do I sound like I said? I'm just having fun with you, bro. I'm the opposite of mad right now. I'm beaming right now.
Are you lying to me or to yourself?
Lying about what?
That you're not ticked off. I'm just asking. I'm just asking a question.
Did you say something that I should be tipped off?
So you guys don't worship any deities?
No, no, no. Answer this question. Did you say something where I should be tipped off? Where I should be mad?
Yeah, because I just asked if you guys worship cows, and you said no, we don't worship your
So you
mom.
are saying you purposely said that to get me mad? Is that what you said?
No, that's what the Hindus like. Hindus do worship
Dude,
animals. They
answer my
worship
question, bro.
animals.
I know you're not very smart, but answer my question. Actually, follow the conversation. I asked you,
How about you
did
answer
you
my
purposely
question?
say something where the effect should be that I should get mad?
No, man. I'm just asking you a question.
Yeah, if you did not say anything like that, why would I get
Does
mad, brother?
exactly. So why are you getting mad?
Exactly. Again with the getting mad thing. Come on, bro. Be
You
smarter
just
than this.
you just accused me of being mad. What are you talking about?
I never said that. What are you talking about?
You said, "Oh, that's how it
Bro,
feels to
how are you like
be
switching
mad."
between topics so fast? Do you know how to follow a conversation?
Okay, so what is your belief? I'm just trying to find out what your belief is. That's it.
So you know what? I'm actually going to upload this live on YouTube. You can go and watch that, okay? Because I answered this question already. I cannot repeat myself 100 times.
No. I asked, why do you worship cows, and you say why we don't worship your mom. I don't understand. I
Bro,
really don't
we don't
understand.
worship your mom. Why do you think your mom is deserving of worship? It doesn't make sense.
Like this is the most confusing thing in the world because I don't even
Yeah,
get it.
because you're not very smart, brother. I wish you were smart enough to understand what I'm saying.
So what are your beliefs? Can you just tell me, like, respectfully, what's
I
your
answered that
belief?
question already. I
What?
answered that question already. I tackled the belief thing very well.
So
You were
what
not
was
paying
it?
attention.
So can you repeat it if you answered it?
So look at the. Do you read the background? What does the last sentence say?
Hinduism is the truth. Come to
See,
Hinduism.
that's how stupid you are. I said last sentence. Is Hinduism the truth? Is the last sentence?
Okay, so only request if you have questions or want to
Is that
debate.
the last sentence? Like seriously, are you so dumb, bro? What does the last sentence mean, bro?
Replays on YouTube, eternal,
Oh
whatever.
boy, finally he gets it. Dude, how can you be so stupid? Is the worship of Jesus making you so? This is why your children are going to be Hindu. Do you know
Right.
this? Because they cannot handle a father who is absolutely dumb like you.
I never called you dumb.
But you
You're
are
the
though,
one
bro.
calling.
You're proving it to me. Just go and
Yeah,
watch the
but
conversation
I'm
again on
not
YouTube.
disrespecting you. I'm not disrespecting
I'm not
you.
disrespecting you, brother. I'm just
You
calling out
just
what I'm
call me
saying.
dumb. You just call me dumb.
But because you are, brother,
So you're the smartest person
I'm
alive,
also calling you my brother. You know, if my brother is actually stupid, I would want to do something for him, right?
but I'm not your brother.
You are my brother in humanity, though.
Oh,
When
so
your
now
children become Hindu tomorrow, right? They would want my help. So I'm already being the godfather right now.
you say you don't get mad, but you're obviously getting a little emotional.
No, bro. This is how I talk. Have you met people from Bombay?
Everybody from Bombay is mad.
No, this is how we talk. That means we are not mad.
Sounds like you're mad, because
See, we just established that you're not very
I'm
smart,
just,
right? So
no,
please
no,
stop coming into conclusions. Don't
because
trust your brain, okay? Don't trust anything that your brain tells you. Okay? Because you're not very smart. Anyways, thank you for coming.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing great. Can you explain a little bit more about the truth of Hinduism?
Truth of Hinduism. Hinduism is not a religion. Which already puts it halfway to the truth, because all religions are fake and man-made. And it's actually ancient sciences. This is how the world did science before religion came to the picture. And science
That's
is the only way you
great.
can actually even come close to the truth.
So, can you explain a little bit more about Hinduism?
Okay, like at least ask a question from where I left off, right? So I know which direction to take you.
Okay. So, what is the basis in which the religion was, or what is the basis of Hinduism being established? How did it get established, um, and things like that?
Okay, so a lot of ancient people, right? Like for example, humanity is like hundreds of thousands of years old. Okay, and what is considered science today is something that developed in the last 400 something odd years. Yeah, it's like what people did before that was completely discarded. So 2000 years ago, when these hardcore religions of the world came to picture, right, they would go around persecuting the scientists of that day. So the sciences that was practiced before religion had to take a backseat. So Hinduism is basically the culmination of the sciences that was being done before religion came to the picture. Make sense?
Yes, that makes sense.
And like all of our scriptures, if you actually read them, you will find out that this is research done by ancient scientists. None of them claim to be the word of God, or something God came to them in a dream and such some shit. None of them claim stuff like that. They tell you exactly how came to those conclusions. They give you the steps that you can repeat exactly how they did to come to the same conclusions by yourself. Exactly how science works.
Can you give me an example?
Yoga is an extremely good example. The whole process of yoga is extremely intricate, depending on what kind of results you're looking for. There are yogas around that. One of the very important treatises written by Hindus back in the day, which is 3,400 years old, is a book called Sushruta Samhita. Sushruta Samhita is what inspired modern surgery.
Okay. And is there any stories in Hinduism?
We have stories, yes. Some of them are history, some of them are allegorical stories that tell you the relationship between different principles of the universe.
And the kind of science, is it like a spirit science? Is it like molecular science? Is it
We don't care about spirits and everything. Spirit is a Christian word. We only care about practical, real sciences, about things that do exist.
Well, currently I am a Christian, so I do have
Okay.
a lot of questions.
Sure, feel free. I'm here to answer questions.
Okay, so
In fact, have you read the Gospel of Thomas?
yes,
Yeah,
but
that you can clearly see. It actually sounds very close to Hinduism. So people
oh,
who
okay,
wrote that, the Gnostics, they were actually very super inspired by the Hindu ideas.
great. Basically, my favorite book in the Bible is actually Corinthians, and it talks about kind of like how to live your life, and I think that's the book that best explained the gospel to me. But we're not here to talk about the gospel. We're here to talk about Hinduism. So,
This is why I did not talk about the Bible itself. I'm talking about the Gospel of Thomas, which was actually discarded by the later Christians.
yeah. Then I've never heard the Gospel of Thomas. I've read the whole Bible, but I haven't heard the Gospel of Thomas.
Okay, probably you should get your hands on it. Do you have any other questions for me?
No, I think that's it. I'm looking for my book on Hinduism right now. I wanted to see if there's anything else that I could
Your book
ask.
on Hinduism. See, I do not trust anything written in the West. I will write down a name of a book. You should probably look into this one, yeah?
Okay.
Because whenever I talk to people from the West about Hinduism, like, dude, the stories I hear and their understanding of Hinduism just makes me horrified. Like, dude, what are they teaching you guys in the name of Hinduism?
Honestly.
So, Raja Yoga by Swami Vivekananda, I would recommend starting there. It's a good introduction to what Hinduism is, what to look forward to,
Radhana?
and how to approach it.
Radhana Swami?
No, no, no. Maybe scroll back. It's about there. Take a screenshot of the comment. It's
Oh, okay.
Raja Yoga by Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda was actually very good friends with Tesla. So a lot of the Western sciences are actually inspired by him.
Awesome. Yeah, because I started listening to the Bhagavad Gita a couple years ago, and
That's not a good idea. No.
not a good idea.
No, no, no.
Oh, why?
Because the English translations actually, took away a good chunk of the original meanings. Like, for example, the word God, it does not appear in any Hindu scripture. But the version of Bhagavad Gita you heard, I'm sure it talks liberally about God, right?
No, not really. It was about Krishna,
Sure,
and
but Krishna is referred to as God in the book.
yes, and a lot of the journeys that he was on, and there was this great story about how I think it was Krishna. It might have been Vishnu, but um, he had like swallowed. There was like gallons of cyanide pouring out of a rock, and there was like millions upon millions of gallons, and he turned all of it into one
Nah,
drop.
that is
Swallowed
not.
it.
No, that is not the Bhagavad Gita, bro. You're seriously confusing something else.
Oh, okay.
You'll not find
I
this
heard this
story in
from
the
a
Bhagavad
Swami,
Gita.
so I heard that from a Swami.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. A similar story like that does exist, but it's not the Bhagavad Gita. You're
Oh,
confusing
it's not the
something.
Bhagavad Gita?
No, no, it's not the
Oh,
Bhagavad
okay.
Gita. All right, brother. If you feel like asking some other question, feel free to come back. Yeah,
Okay. Have a good day.
you too.
Hello there.
Big boy, what's up?
Yeah, chilling. I'm a Muslim, by the way. And, we obviously, I thought, I just have a question on reincarnation. What's your concept on that?
Reincarnation is actually true. We all come back. That's literally, the second law of thermodynamics: energy cannot be created or destroyed; it just keeps changing forms. That's literally what is happening. The human system is a very complicated, concentrated center of energy. Just because we pass away does not mean that the energy is dissipated. It comes right back in a new body, new mind.
And is there any reason? Is there any reason behind that, or is it just a nature process?
That is nature. That's literally how nature works.
So there's no reason
And
behind it.
RBG has written down. Do you see RB's comment? Ian Stevenson, University of Virginia. So that person, he's actually done a lot of research on this topic. You can go look it up too.
Okay, so there's no reason behind it. Because I thought that there's like a purpose behind it and so on.
What is the reason behind gravity?
Gravity, the reason behind it. I'm not sure, to be honest.
No, it's not. You should not be looking for a reason. You should know. Okay, this is how gravity works, and that's
Yeah,
just the
but
rule of nature. Same way, reincarnation is a rule of nature. It just happens to everybody.
got it. So it's nothing to do with people in the past life living good, or doing bad. Depending on that, the next life comes to good or bad.
So your next life is directly dependent on the kind of life you have lived before, obviously. But we don't look at it as good and bad. Like gravity, is gravity good or bad?
Gravity is just gravity, right? I don't know about being good or
Exactly.
bad. I
Reincarnation
mean,
is just reincarnation. It is not good or bad. It's like today,
okay,
if you decide to
okay.
start working out, in the next 6 months you'll have muscles. But if today you decide, you know what, I just want to be a lazy person, then in the next 6 months you'll be unhealthy. There's
Okay,
nothing good or bad about it.
in terms of health, but in terms of like being good to humans or others, animals,
Brother,
and so
understand
on.
the example I'm giving you. Understand
Of
the
course,
example I'm giving you.
that
So
yeah, I think
when you work out and you become healthy, it's just a result of your actions. And when you
yes.
don't work out and you become unhealthy, it's again a result of your actions. There's nothing good or bad about it. Sometimes I like being unlazy. It's fun.
So okay, got it. So the logic, the logic that you gave me, does it only apply to human body, or does it apply to the whole universe in terms of being
The
nice to
whole universe is
animals and
always. Do you understand string theory, brother?
not sure. Can you just define it?
Okay, let me put it down shortly. String theory tells you that everything is frequency, and frequency is what? Energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everything is energy, and the energy's property is that it keeps changing forms. So everything is always changing forms. So when you die and come back, that is used changing form. When you put a seed in the earth, it becomes a tree. That is energy changing form. So energy will keep
Got
changing forms always. It will never
okay,
stay
and
still.
got it. And do you guys also believe in the theory where after life you can become animals as well, or is it just a human that we can become humans only?
Some very weird people might come back as an animal because like the example I gave you, right? If you are somebody who only cares about having sex and eating food,
Yeah.
okay, that's all you don't care about anything else at all, then you're basically telling the universe that this is what I want, I don't want anything else. So in the next life there's a good chance you'll come back as an animal who just eats and has sex.
And
But
once the
like I
animal
told you,
dies,
to be somebody like that, you have to be an extremely super weirdo. Most people are not like that, so you don't have to
got
worry
it.
about it.
Got it. And those people who become animals, and when the animal dies, what do they become after? Or do the animal don't have taste?
I cannot answer that question, bro. I have never, I don't remember any of my animal lives.
No, no, I understand. I'm not asking you. I'm just saying, like, what happens to that animal when that dies? Does it become human again, or does it become different
Brother,
animal, or
nobody can
how?
answer this question. I'm giving you examples. Don't try to dissect examples.
Okay, so you don't know, yeah?
It's not about me not knowing. Nobody can know this.
Okay, so that includes you,
It's like
right?
I cannot like big boy. Can I tell you? Can I predict what your life is going to be in the next 30 years?
If you know my life, then yeah.
Bro, can anybody tell you? Can your own father tell you what you'll be in the next 30 years?
Yeah, if he knows my 20 years of life, how I lived, yes.
They can predict exactly what will be in 30 years.
Well, not exactly, but close enough. For example,
Bro,
if my
in
if
Islam,
I,
you're not even allowed to say what will happen tomorrow.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
supposed
So
to say
hear me out.
Inshallah.
So hear me out. So if example, right, if I have a teacher that for a whole year he been teaching me and the whole class, and if you ask the teacher that which one will fail and which one will pass, do you think the teacher will be able to answer that?
Yeah, he can make a guess, but it won't be
Yeah.
accurate.
It'll be good enough. It'll be good. Like it won't
Bro,
be
in
accurate.
Islam,
Like
are you allowed to say that something is absolutely sure that will happen tomorrow?
it's if
It's always
yeah,
Inshallah.
if it's
Allah
written,
decides. You don't decide these things.
Yeah, we as a human, though, but God does,
In
obviously.
fact, if you start deciding, then it's shirk. You're not supposed to do that.
No, it's if you're guessing is one thing, but saying I'm 100% correct that I know the future is another, right?
See, this is the game you're trying to play, and it wasted my time. I asked
Okay.
a very
In that
simple
case,
question,
have a
but you
nice one, buddy.
wanted to be a smart ass for a second. Wow. Oh, he left by himself. I did not kick him out. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, brother? How are you? I've noticed a few things. So I keep people are saying Ram Ram. Can you tell me what that really is?
Ram is an extremely good mantra, so we like chanting it. It's nice. It's fun.
What does it mean, though? Is it just a mantra, and does it invoke
Ram.
something?
The word Ram. It has a lot of power. Ra starts with Rudra. It's like a Kickstarter. A means like maintenance. It means the continuous process of life itself. And Ma is the silent merging into nothingness. So Ram. It's actually an extremely good mantra if you want to meditate. Sitting and chanting Ram. It's very powerful.
And then what? And the other one I mentioned, I saw something here was a lingam, or lingam. What is that?
Mhm.
The
The
lingam.
word lingam means form. So a
So
form of
I
whatever.
saw something where there was a black little stone, and they were like venerating the stone.
Yeah, it represents the cosmic energy.
Oh wow! So when you guys are eating the asshole of a cow, do you guys say Ram Ram?
We never ate your mom's asshole, bro. What are you talking about?
Brother, do not redeem. Do not redeem. Do not redeem the cow's asshole, brother. Brother, I have a
Bro, why would I
question. One more
redeem your
question.
mom's
Why do you
asshole, bro?
guys lick the
No, no,
tongue
one
of the
second.
lingam
Call
of
me Maggie,
Shiva,
bro.
and then he comes all
You
over the
don't
lingam, but
wait,
you
wait,
put
one
milk
second,
on
bro.
it?
You don't have any shame
Why
talking
do
about
you
your mom's
guys?
asshole on a
Why do you
live.
guys want to try to jerk off Shiva and Ram Ram? Why are you jerking him off, bro? It's very weird.
Bro, you don't have any shame talking about your mom's asshole on a live like this? Does your mom approve of
Brother,
this?
do not redeem the gift card, brother.
Can
Stop
you call your
scamming
mom on the
people
live,
and then
bro?
stop kissing
One second.
buttholes. Stop
Can
stop
you
eating the
call,
freaking buttholes of cows.
can you bring your mom on the live,
No,
bro?
no, but
I
what?
have to ask her
No,
this
on
question.
honest note, brother, why do you guys hit the balls of a priest, of like a of a pandit, and then you ring it like a bell? Why do you guys
Bro,
do
I
that?
want to talk
Does
to
that
your
open the
mom now.
doors for asking for
Seriously.
you guys?
Does she know that her asshole is being talked about on a live like this?
Brother, can you stop redeeming the gift card, brother? Nah, but for real, man, honestly, I
This
want to
is why.
ask,
This
why
is
you guys
why.
keep jerking off
Listen
Shiva's
to me,
dick?
bro.
And why he
Listen.
keeps
This is
nutting
why.
all over you guys, and then you guys shower in the pee of the cow. Is that because he had a good life in
Bro,
the previous
everybody
one,
is
so now you
feeling
guys want
sad
to
for
come
you.
back
Look
as a
at the
cow?
comments.
Oh,
Everybody
it
is
makes
feeling
sense.
sad
So
for
in
you.
reincarnation, the next time you come as a cow, so you're eating your own mom's shit.
This is why your children will be Hindu. Good. Keep it up.
Children, I don't know, they don't want to eat cow shit, man. They run away. They go the other
No,
direction.
they would want a full PP, bro.
No, but
Yours was
why
cut
do you
off.
guys have a lot of rats in the temple? Why you guys eat with the rats, man? Is that because one of them is your
We don't
family
have
member?
your prophet in our temple, bro. Why would we have your prophet in our temple?
Bro,
It
why do
doesn't
you
make
guys
sense.
eat with the rats? Is that because one of them is your girlfriend and from the previous life and you still want to be around her?
Your prophet is my girlfriend? It makes sense. He did like kissing men.
Brother,
Why is
don't
your
redeem
prophet
the
my
gift card,
girlfriend, bro?
brother. Stop scamming people, brother.
Why do you
This is
think
a
your prophet is
scam.
my
This is
girlfriend,
a
bro?
scam, guys.
No, why do you think your prophet is
This
my
is a
girlfriend? That doesn't
scam,
make sense.
everybody. This is a scam. This guy, all he likes to do, he wants to make everybody eat cow shit, but we not dumb like him.
But when your
Brother,
children
why
do
are you
become
so
Hindu,
stupid, brother? Why you redeem the cow shit? Why you redeem
when your,
him?
chil- when your children do become Hindu, brother, it will be very hard for you. You'll not know how to behave. You'll be
It's
super
okay, man.
confused.
Listen.
I did not kick him out. Somebody reported him. Is that what happened? I did not kick him out. Or maybe his mother actually came from behind. No, Amuji, please don't block people. Don't do that.
Hello?
This is one of the reasons why I don't like giving mods. People get emotional. Amuji, don't get emotional like this.
Yeah, I just had a
I know how
question
to handle them. Hey, what's up?
yeah, why do you guys do puja? Like, what's the point of doing puja?
One second, I'm doing something here. What is puja mean? Have you figured out what puja means?
No, I just looked it up. There's like girls like going around doing a circular motion. Like that's all I've seen so far. Uh,
How did I unblock people? Once again, I'm trying to unblock him. Now I don't even know who he was to unblock. It's a huge list. So the puja, right? By the way,
yeah,
why do you pretend to be girl online, bro?
that's my
Are you
girlfriend's
Muslim?
account. That's my girlfriend's account now.
Are you Muslim?
Me? No, 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 no. This is my girlfriend's account.
No, because
I'm,
Muslims have this habit of pretending to be women online. I don't know. Like if you are, if you like to be trans, just be trans. Why stay in such a religion, right, where it's not allowed?
brother. Yeah, I'm not Muslim, but my girlfriend is though. I mean, that's like, that's kind of mean, I mean, that's okay though. I mean, she's
So
not
what
here.
religion are you from?
For me, I'm atheist.
So what do you think about the 54-year-old man who raped a little child?
Of who?
A 54-year-old man from Middle Eastern Arabia, he raped a little child, 6-year-old child. What do you think
Yeah,
about that?
I'm not Middle Eastern, brother. So I mean, it has to do nothing with
Just
me.
answer
But
the
I think,
question, dude.
but yeah,
Answer
that's
the
bad though.
question.
That's sad, man. I mean, that shouldn't be, that shouldn't have happened. But I don't know,
So
like,
he's a what? He's a PDF file, right?
yes, yes, 100%.
So Prophet Muhammad is a PDF file. Thank you. So yeah, what is the question again?
I said like the puja, I've just seen like people do like, go in a circular motion. And that's all I've seen so far. I just want to know like what puja is. Like, why do people do that? Because I've seen it in movies as well. Because we watch movies together and stuff, like Hindi movies. I mean,
Okay.
hello.
Puja is basically veneration. It actually, through chanting of different mantras, we actually create an energy center. And by interacting with that energy center, you pretty much align yourself. That's what a puja is for.
Oh, okay, okay. तुम्हारी माँ की गान तुम्हारी बहन का शोला मारे बहन के लड़े तुम्हारी हिंदू की माँ की बोसड़ी मारी बहन चोद बहन के लड़े तुम्हारी माँ की गांड मारी तुम्हारी तुमको पता है मैं स्टेक खाता हूँ भाई
Beta, tera. This is why your children will be Hindu. Keep behaving like
तुम्हारी
this.
माँ की गांड तुम्हारी माँ की गांड मरी तुम्हारी बहन का शोला मरा तुम्हारी माँ की बोसड़ी यार आप ये चीजें करते क्यों हैं यार मुझे
But
समझे आप
seriously, bro,
लाइक
do you really think
हिंदू
this
हो भाई
behavior?
लाइक नहीं नहीं
Imagine, bro. Imagine. You have children
नहीं
tomorrow
नहीं
and you behave like this. You think your children will respect you?
ओके भाई तुम्हारी माँ हिंदू है या क्या है
बोलना बे तेरे तेरा बच्चा जो है your children will respect you after this behavior.
नहीं वो तो ठीक है भाई वो तो
Answer the
ठीक है
question,
पर
dude.
आपका
Answer the
आपकी
question.
माँ क्या है आपका बाप हिंदू है क्या क्या
Your children will respect you after this behavior? Yes or no? Answer the question.
मैं उसको मार दूंगा जानों से मार दूंगा यार ऐसे हो ही नहीं सकता भाई
You will do this to your children. You will do what to your children? Say it in English. Let everybody understand.
मैं तुम्हारी माँ की गांड मारूंगा पर मेरे चिल्ड्रन ये ऐसे हो
मेरी
ना
माँ
भाई
अम्मी आयशा है.
भाई
क्या
ऐसे
करेगा
हो ही
उसके
नहीं
बाद?
सकता मेरे चिल्ड्रन
मेरी माँ अम्मी आयशा है. क्या करेगा वो? क्या होगा उसके साथ?
brother listen
And
all right listen let
then
me speak English here. My children will never be Hindu
of
right
course,
first of all
and then the
sorry
other Muslims and Hindus will come and tell me, oh, you should talk to them nicely. This zat, this ghatiya zat, they want me to talk to them nicely. And Amuji, seriously, get mad, but don't mute people, please. I want other Hindus to see this behavior. I'm not talking about Islam at all today. I don't care. I don't care about that stupid Arabic religion. But still, they're coming and behaving like this. And they will keep doing this a million times. So, Hindus, if you're not getting mad, right, this is coming to your children. These idiots will actually come to your children and they will try to bully your children. This will happen. I want you guys to be warned about this. So, watch this. There's a reason why I have patience. I can listen to this 100 times. I want other Hindus to wake up. If somebody comes and tells you you should be nice to these people and all that, dude, you can be nice, but their children will come for your children. And your children will not even know how to handle this nonsense. So, all the Muslims who are coming up, I'm actually grateful. Thank you for showing us true colors of Islam. I know that your books teach you these things. Hey, what's up?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I have some questions I wrote down, and I definitely want you to know I'm not trolling or going to do whatever these last couple people have been doing to you. I don't think it's very
So, if
nice.
you do it, I'll find out. It doesn't bother me in any way. Just state
No,
your
no,
question.
I know, but no, I come to you with honest questions. So, like, okay, so, well, I guess my first one, I am an atheist. Would you say that a Hindu could be an atheist?
Absolutely.
Cool. Because there's no theism involved, right? It doesn't define who deities are or creationism or anything like that.
The idea of deities is literally the different principles of the universe. They are not deities the way the West looks at it. It's not a god.
Got it. So okay, so if there's any like personifications, it's metaphorical.
It's allegorical, and the
Got it.
personifications point you to the different attributes of a different principle. Like, for example, if I want to teach a child about gravity, I'll create stop typing, that is very, very loud. Or maybe,
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I got it. I got you.
so
Well, I
tomorrow
wrote
if you
down
want to teach
allegorical personifications, but yeah, go ahead.
tomorrow if you want to teach a child about gravity, you will create a figure, big burly figure with a big rope, and that character will be gravity. And now you can use this character to show other characters and teach the child how these characters interact with each other. And through that story, the child would know everything about physics, for example.
That's pretty cool. I like that. Um, oh yeah, I wanted to ask. Your children will be Hindu. Do you feel like is that something more to kind of do the background thing, like get at these people who seem to be angry with you, or do you feel that it's a longer lasting religion or something that will happen as religion starts to be seen as less practical?
Hinduism is literally science, and everybody, regardless of what they call themselves, we are to science. So from this angle, children are going to be Hindu anyways. And the second thing is, the mental disease pandemic is on the rise. The world is not even ready for this. They don't even know how to tackle this. And the modern way of tackling that, through modern medicine and stuff like that, it's not sustainable. It does not actually solve the problem, and it's shit expensive. Not everybody can afford this. So the only replacement for that would be yoga and meditation. Again, people are going to veer towards yoga and meditation anyways. Yoga is literally Hinduism in practice. And for that reason too, your children are going to be Hindu.
Cool. I bought the book. I'm going to check it out. One of the
Have you
questions
ever?
I wrote down. Yeah, the one you
Which book
said
exactly?
well, I don't want to type the search. The one you just mentioned, the yoga. I don't
Okay,
want to
okay,
say the wrong
okay.
thing. Swami.
No, that is a very good recommendation. Yeah, I'm sure you'll like it.
Well, I'm sure it's worth $13. um, what?
I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
you can probably find a PDF free online. Like I keep mentioning that too.
Oh yeah. I like to have books. I like to have the physical copy.
Okay.
Okay, so I've always seen yoga as more of an exercise, and actually, when I was Christian, I was discouraged from yoga because of the meditative practices, or whatever that kind of stuff. So, what
Which
part
is
of
super
yoga?
weird to me. Snapshot. Which
Okay.
is weird to me because Jesus says that the kingdom of heaven is within you. He was pointing you to yoga anyways.
Well, they did say meditate. I thought that was weird to me too. They would say meditate. They would say pray, but then they would say don't meditate. Like actually meditate. You
See,
know?
if you want to call ultimate reality as God, right? If you want to call it Yahweh, God, whatever, the only way to actually know it is through meditation. There is no other way. You can sit and pray all day, you can do all the rituals of the world, but eventually it all comes down to meditation.
So the yoga practice of Hinduism and more than base level exercise yoga would be more of the mental state practice.
The exercise yoga is like a very incomplete version that is being taught in the West. It does not make
Hmm.
any sense to me. Yeah, it can keep you fit and everything, but yoga is not that. The word yoga, The English word yoke actually comes from the word yoga. So yeah, I know that the word yoke is actually used very liberally in the Bible, right? The word yoga means union, connection. And connection of what? Connection of the physical, that which we experience with our five senses, to the divine. That point when both come together, that is called yoga.
Cool. My last question was like, what would not necessarily going around and appropriating, saying that I'm Hindu or anything, but like, what would base level practice of Hinduism look like? Right, like taking the best of it and making a practice for me and my son.
No, you have to figure it out yourself. You have to figure out what kind of physiology you have, what kind of mind you have, and through within the yogic knowledge system, there are like plenty of different paths. So you have to figure out which one works for you. Like
I should really.
for some people, right? For some people, devotion comes very easily. They can easily come to the bhakti mark. Like even in the church, you can see some people get completely lost in the carols and their love for Jesus, and other people are just sitting there laughing like, "What the hell is happening?" Because they are more intellectual. So same way, Hinduism predicted all these things. So we had all these kind of different paths within the Hindu fold. But I don't know if you're here earlier when I was talking about the yogic paths. There are five main paths. Did you hear that?
No, no, I wasn't.
So there are five main paths. Okay, Bhakti, Jnana, Kriya, Karma, and Raja. Bhakti is the path of devotion. Jnana is the path of logic and knowledge, which is how I started Hinduism. Kriya is the yoga of rituals. Karma is the yoga of action, where you make your very life itself an attempt to meet the divine. And then there's the Raja yoga, which is the yoga of the mystics. So these are the basics. So at least you can sort out, okay, out of these, which one fits you best, and then you can start researching on the one that speaks to you.
Oh, I like that. So I can choose kind of which one of those to engage with. That's what you're saying. What works for
Yes.
me, right? Awesome. What
And
was the
master the state out of it.
what was the general term for those? I muted so I could type Yana. I typed out some, but what was the general term for those 4 or 5?
Okay, first is Kriya, Kriya, Kriya Yoga. Second is Karma, Karma Yoga, Karma Yoga. Then there is Bhakti, Bhakti, which is the devotion thing. Jnana, Karma, Kriya. What did I miss?
I got Yana, Kriya, Karma, Raja.
Okay. Varman MG in the comment section has written everything down.
Yeah,
By
cool,
the
cool. Oh,
way,
I see
Varman
it. I see
MG,
it.
you wrote Karma twice. So one is Raja, Jnana, Kriya, Karma, and Bhakti. So these are the main types. Yeah.
I see it. I'll scroll
Raja
up.
Yoga would come under Kriya Yoga, TNT.
Yeah, well, much appreciated for what you're doing today. I'm gonna leave space for someone else, and hopefully they come to you with an open mind and a positive attitude. You have a great day. Thank you.
All right, bro. Thank you for coming.
Yep.
How you doing,
Hey,
man?
what's up? I'm good. How are you?
So I have a question. If you wanted to be a Hindu, what would be day to day like looking like? Would you like how does the practice work?
I literally answered the same question to the other person just now. You have
I'm
to figure out
sorry, I
your own
just
path.
joined.
So Hinduism is not it's like asking what does a scientist do every day. A theoretical physicist, his science will look different. A biologist, his science will look different. So you have to figure out which path actually works for you, which path speaks to you, and then according to that, you have to do your own mastery and figure out your own path.
Okay, so again, I gotta put it out there. I am a Muslim, and I hope that does not offend anybody. But I'm just like in a confused state, and I'm just like discovering other religions, and this is one of them where I'm just like looking into
Hinduism is
it.
not a religion, bro. Religiosity, dogma, and faith is not actually recommended in the Hindu system. Hinduism is pure science. It only talks about things that work for you.
Okay, yeah.
It's not a
So
religion.
So how come I was born and raised in America, so I don't know much about the system of how like things go. But how come like there's so much hate? Like I saw your channel one time before too, and I saw a lot of hatred. And it's like both ways. So how come that's so much?
You wait. You actually saw my channel and you decided it's both ways.
I mean how it felt like
No, the
like
replays
the
are on
distance.
YouTube, bro. Your replays are
I'm
on
sorry.
YouTube. Start watch something from the beginning. You will see exactly how things play out. I
So
don't even like talking about Islam. I actually like talking about things that is
no, it's
true.
not even just Islam. Like in general, like I feel like if we just take that hatred out of it and just like actually get to know each other, I think that would
Again,
be.
straight. Again, you are talking with very little information. You should actually go watch my replays.
No.
You will
But
find out exactly how things end out.
I'm not saying that you are or anybody is. I'm more of like understanding the common ground, like how, like rather than feeding off of that energy and making it negative, we could actually change into positive things.
I mean, sure, start your own life and do it the way you think it should be done. I'm doing it my way. I have no regrets. I don't actually carry this with me. As soon as the life ends, I go sleep like a baby.
तो फिर क्या कहते हैं, मुझे फिर आप ये बताएं ना कि आप हिंदुइज्म को आप
अरे
एक्सेप्ट
भाई,
करते हैं,
हिंदी में मत बात करो, सबको
मुसलमान
समझ में
को
नहीं आएगा.
एक्सेप्ट करते हैं, like we should all be in a common ground.
Of course, Muslims are my brothers and sisters. I love the shit out of them. But
लेकिन
when
आप
somebody comes at me with a bad energy, I am not at all shy to give it back to them.
अरे तेरी
ना ना
माँ
ना
की
ना
दूध रड्डी के बच्चे, तेरी माँ
अरे
की कुट्टी मारूं, तेरी माँ की कुछ तेरी
तेरे
गांडू,
पीछे जो कटवा था उसको सहन नहीं हुआ ना.
I'm sorry,
तेरी माँ
I'm
की
sorry, उसने अभी अभी भी शराब पी
तेरी
है.
माँ रंडी है,
I'm sorry, उसने शराब पी हुई है अभी.
तेरी माँ रंडी
रात
है.
इधर अभी शाम का टाइम हो रहा है. आप माइंड ना करना.
कितना
समझ
कितना कंट्रोल करना पड़ता है आपको काफिर से ठीक
सॉरी
से
यार.
बात करने के लिए.
अच्छा, बहरहाल लेकिन यार आप पॉजिटिव एनर्जी रखो, और दैट्स आई लाइक टू कीप द पॉजिटिव एनर्जी
अरे
एंड
अपने
स्प्रेड
दोस्त को संभाल
पॉजिटिविटी.
भाई.
गाय की चूच
Keep your
खा
friend
तू
in
रड्डी के
control.
बच्चे,
I'm the
वो
wrong
यार
person
उसने
to talk to. Talk to your
शराब
friend.
शराब ना कर यार, बात करने दे यार, ना करो यार. आप
पेशाब पीते
पॉजिटिव
तू.
पॉजिटिव बात रखें. ये पॉजिटिव बात रखो यार, क्या कर रहे हैं आप लोग.
तेरी माँ की चूत रंडी के बच्चे, गाय की चूत खाता रहता है तू, गाय की पेशाब पी तू, उसकी टट्टी खाता है तू. हिंदुइज्म इज गाय टट्टी, रंडी के बच्चे, तेरी माँ रंडी है.
खत्म हो गया, इतना ही था.
नहीं, तेरी माँ रंडी है तब खत्म होगा जब मैं उसकी गांड मारूं. कुछ के बच्चे.
पुराने जमाने में वो लोग that used to
नहीं,
be
चुप
strong
कर
guys in the
रंडी,
back.
चुप कर.
The mujahids in the past would go and blow themselves up.
छोला मारिया, तेरी माँ का पटाखा फाड़िया ते पटाखे विच मैं तेरी
आजकल
बुड्ढे चाल
मुजाहिद ऐसा
दिया.
होता है.
तेरी माँ का छोला मारिया, तेरी भैन नू लन भी मारिया, तेरे
आजकल
बच्चों नू
मुजाहिद
लन भी
ऐसा होता
मारिया.
है.
तेरी माँ का पटाखा ते तेरी माँ का पटाखा.
All right,
तेरी
guys,
माँ को पता है
that
छूतिए.
was good, bro. That was a good conversation, guys. Hope you have a good day, man.
You too.
रंडी के बच्चे.
By the way, stick, you and your children are going to be Hindu. Your friends' children are going to be Hindu. Because of this behavior, it's going to speed up the process. So thank you for that. I mean, you're making my life easy for me. Why are they obsessed with others' moms? TNT, they have always been obsessed with other moms and their women. Always. The whole scenario is about that. You get 72 virgins in heaven and real victims in real life.
Hello, how
Hey,
you
what's
doing?
up? I'm good. How are you?
So
You're
you
Muslim,
said when
right?
you can you hear me?
You're Muslim, right?
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
So what do you have to say about the previous guy who came up to tell me to be respectful, and you know how he behaved? You heard the whole thing. I saw that.
I know.
What do you have to say?
Nah, it's just not just they just
Bro,
nah. I don't
99%
know.
of you guys are like this. 99% of you are like this.
You can't just like make everybody like that, man. There's just some certain people who just like to
No,
come
I
on.
have the numbers, bro. I'm recording all the lives. We have the numbers. 99% of you are like this.
No, I think you guys trigger it with all the like, calling people rapists and stuff.
Today I did not get triggered at all. I'm actually very chill today. I'm
Yeah,
actually
but
living what your name is. I'm very chill water today.
yeah, that's good, But not every Muslim is like that. It's just the young people. It's just,
Bro, 99% of people, Muslims who come online to talk to a Hindu, they're all like that. 99%. Why is it so? Something is seriously wrong with your religion, brother.
with our religion. Just with the people, man. It's not
Absolutely.
the religion.
No. This is straight from your religion. Your prophet used to behave like this.
How do you know?
Why do you think people of Mecca kicked him out?
Because he was trying to promote monotheism.
No, he would go around every day. He would curse non-Muslims every day.
This is just
That's
lies,
why
man.
after 13 years of that nonsense, people of Mecca, who are actually extremely nice, by the way, because I would have done something else. So
So if
after
it was
13
so
years of
bad,
taking
why
that
did it spread
nonsense,
so like hugely and like why so many people follow it if it
because the
was so
mothers were
bad?
great. Look at what the other brother came up and said. He's only interested in doing something with my mother. That's
Well,
why Islam spread.
that's
Mothers
not
were great.
possible
That's
though.
exactly how Islam was spread. Like, which country are you from?
I'm from India.
You're from India.
hmm
So when the first Arabic invasions happened, did these people come with their wives?
Uh, they came as fighters, so no.
Just the men, right?
Yeah.
Now just do the maths. Exactly how you guys became Muslim.
Well, that's how it used to go back in the day.
Not really. Not within the Hindus. It's only the Muslims and the Christians. We
Well,
didn't do all this shit.
Hinduism is it doesn't really promote like growth, like for society. Just
Yeah,
you
because
just
science is not about going and raping people's mothers. We don't do all that.
what about like
Barbarism is about that, which is
industrial
what
like
this religion is.
you guys just gonna be roaming around just trying to find God and stuff and just have no like structure or like a standard
We
set of
have a very
rules.
beautiful structure. Before Islamic invasions, India held 50% of the world's GDP. That's how rich and prosperous we used to be. Why do you think Muslims have even attacked it? Why do you think in Sunan Nasai 3175, why do you think Muhammad said that you have to do Ghazwa Hind?
So why
Because
was
he knew that these people are so fucking rich. If you go and attack them, at least you will feed yourself
okay?
and
So
you
if
get the
they were
women.
so rich, why were they so weak and couldn't defend themselves?
Who told you we were weak, bro?
We
What is the
conquered you guys
majority
for
religion in
800
India?
years. We rolled over you
What
guys
is the
like
majority
rude.
religion in India? Chillwater, what is the majority religion in India today?
It's Hinduism.
Would you think it's because we were weak?
No, it's just because you guys are good at like popping out babies.
You guys destroyed. No, I cannot say you guys because you are also a Hindu who just lost the way. But Islam went around destroying entire cultures across the world. Only India can claim that we are still following what our ancestors practiced.
Because we let you do that.
Every time Muslims see India as a Hindu majority country, it reminds them of the failure of Islam.
No, because we let you do that.
What do you mean?
The Muslims, they had misery
Afghanistan
on
was
you guys.
completely Hindu. Why did you not let them do that?
We had a misery, like, we were like, felt sorry for you guys and just,
Turkey was
Yeah.
completely Tengri. Why did you
what
not let
about,
them do that?
what about Akbar?
Listen to me. Turkey, right? Today's Turkey, it was
Yeah.
completely Tengrism. How many Tengris are there in Turkey right now?
Everybody converted.
Everybody converted.
hmm
And in India, everybody did not convert.
And we let them be Hindu.
So why you did not let them be Tengri then in Turkey?
Because we give you a choice, free choice. We don't force people.
So in Turkey, everybody converted. In India, everybody did not convert.
Yeah. It's people's choice, man.
Okay, forget Turkey. Turkmenistan was also completely Tengri. What about them?
They still have some.
How many percent of Turkmenistan is Tengri today?
I don't know about how much exactly they are, but they're still there.
It's not even 1%. I know this. I've lived there.
But
So in Turkey, Turkmenistan, they all converted to Islam. But for some reason in India, because we had a choice, we did not get converted. right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
So only India is special then. Every other country you destroyed everything. All the local cultures are gone. Only in India, for some magical reason, we all stayed Hindu.
yeah, because we let you guys
Bro, it
be
makes India
Hindu.
an extremely special country then. How cool is that?
But we still have like Pakistan and Bangladesh came out of it. That was India too.
Now your true colors are coming up. Please talk about Pakistan and Bangladesh. Please do. Yes.
What do you
What
mean?
happened there?
The English divided us. Yeah, that happened.
Look, okay, English divided. I don't mind dividing us. But where are the
Yeah,
Hindus of these countries?
they're still there. Now they're running
They're
back
still
to
there.
India because Modi wants them back.
Modi wants them back.
Yeah, he's giving him like citizenship, right? If they come back.
No, you guys came to the street and stopped that bill from being passed. People who do not want
Yeah,
Hindus of these
because that
countries
would
to
make the
survive,
Muslims
people
to.
who were okay with Hindus of these countries getting massacred every day, came to the street and said, you know what, CAA is not okay. Even today, every day, more than 4 Hindu women get raped in Pakistan and Bangladesh. Every day. And these are minors, by the way, children.
And what about Muslim women in India?
What about them?
How many do they get raped? India is the largest country with the
Okay,
largest
show,
rape in
you
the
know what, I'm
world.
giving you full screen. Show me statistics. Go ahead. Prove it to me.
I don't have to look it up. I'm not like prepared for this,
I
but
live
I
in
know.
India. I know that what you are saying is absolutely not correct.
But
India
India is the
Muslims
largest
have more
capital for
right than
grapes, isn't
Hindus in
it?
India. Muslims have more right than Hindus in India.
So in India, you don't have people burning Muslim homes.
Where?
What about Assam? You have Muslim people in jail because they couldn't prove their citizenship.
That's how law works. If you're not a citizen, you're
It's
not a
all
citizen.
against like Muslims. It's anti-Muslim laws in
So are you
India.
serious saying that people who come from there are no people coming from Bangladesh, Rohingyas?
What about the people who were living there? They were also in
You know,
jail.
Chilwater, all of your questions are what about, what about? You know what is the definition of
So why is it only okay for Hindus to come, but
Chilwater?
not
When you
Muslims?
say what about? Do you know what that means? You know what you're doing right when you do that?
I'm asking you a question. What?
It's
Why
called
only like?
whataboutism. You are literally doing whataboutism right now.
Okay, but what about the Hindus are only allowed to come to
Again,
India,
what
but why
about?
not Muslims?
Again, what about? Dude, it literally, when you do whataboutism, you're trying to escape from the point I made. That's what you're trying to do. And you try to escape like 100 times already. What about, what about, what about?
I'm
Anyways,
just trying
I
to
don't
say
see you
like
have any
it's
real questions. So thank you for coming. At least you're not as disrespectful because maybe you feel ashamed of your previous
no,
Muslim brothers.
you could like never let me ask the question because you started talking about like the last people who came out. So when
Okay,
you
what
say
is your question?
your children
What
will
is your
be
question?
Hindu, so you're saying my children will be the people from
Yes, they will
Hind,
start
or
using their brain. They will not
because
want
Hindu is
to be
somebody from
Muslim.
Hind or somebody who speaks Hindi. So I don't understand the question.
You
Because
don't know that
my
Hinduism actually
kids are gonna
refers to.
be.
One second, one second. I know that you are actually debate Hindus and everything. So okay, so don't pretend with me. You don't know that Hinduism actually means Sanatana Dharma?
Is it, or is it just a copy of Buddhism?
I have no idea what you just said.
Yeah, you guys just copy all the principle from
When was
Buddhism and
Buddha
say
born,
you guys
bro?
came up
When
with
was
it.
Buddha born? When was Buddha
You
born?
know, he was the first enlightened being. Yeah, I know
When
that.
was Buddha born? Answer the question.
I don't remember, like 200 BC or something.
What is the meaning of Sanatana Dharma? Please answer.
I don't know. You tell me. It's your religion.
If you don't know, then why did you say something so stupid with your mouth like that?
Because that's what history says about you guys.
Okay, then answer the question. What does Sanatana Dharma mean?
I
Define it
don't
for
know.
me.
You tell me. I don't know. I know what Hindu means.
You literally just said that Hinduism is a copy of Buddhism. You don't even know what Sanatana Dharma means.
What is it? I don't know Hindi like that, like Sanskrit.
You know what?
When I was in
Chillwater.
India, there was
No, no,
nobody telling me I'm
Chillwater,
Sanatan
Chillwater.
Dharma.
No, no, wait. You know what? With this level of intellect and with this level of understanding things, I'm glad you're in the right
Okay,
religion.
run
But
away.
your
It's fine, run
children,
away.
Chillwater, your
Run
children who
away.
will be smarter
My
than
children are
you, they
not
will
gonna be
become
from
Hindu.
India. I know that, and they're not gonna speak Hindi, so they're not gonna be
No,
Hindu.
no, they will follow Sanatana Dharma. Okay?
There's
Just
no
wait and
such
watch.
thing.
There's no such thing.
Yeah.
You
I'd
just now
rather
you
they
said you
be
don't even know what that means. Now you're saying there's
because you never
no such
told
thing.
me. No such thing. Yeah, it's just Buddhism in a different way.
Matlab, you just keep talking from where the sun doesn't shine. No use of brain.
I know it's hard
You
to
literally
understand, but
said
it's
you
just
don't
a
even know
copy
what
of
that
Buddhism,
means.
though.
You literally said you don't even know what that means. Now you're saying there's no such
You guys
thing.
just copy from Buddhism and don't even give them
You
credit.
just
That's
said
sad.
you don't even know what it means. What did I copy, bro?
The whole yoga stuff, everything came from Buddhism, from the monks in Tibet, and you guys
Yeah,
just
right.
give it.
Thank you for coming. So that person, like, look at how clueless that guy is. His children will definitely be Hindu. So see, people who came, right, last 3, 4 people who came, the Muslims especially, they have proved to us right now that their children are going to be Hindu. Unless they all get married to their cousins and whatnot, that then there is no hope for any of them. Buddhism. Hey, what's up?
Hey, bro, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
I'm fine, bro. I just had a quick question. So,
Uh-huh.
basically, bro, I'm kind of stuck in a predicament. So, starting off, I'm from Bangladesh, right, bro?
You're what?
I'm from Bangladesh,
Okay.
okay? And my ultimatum, I don't like. I'm transvestite, but I'm also
One
Hindu.
second, one second. One second.
Om Akbar,
Yo, why are you moaning?
Om
Why are you moaning?
Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله
Yo, this
إلا
nigga's
الله.
moaning.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن من رسول الأم. أشهد أن من رسول الأم. حي على Sri Krishna. حي على Sri Krishna.
Yo, bro, I just realized this nigga muted my. This nigga
حي
keeps
على
muting me. He's gay. Gay Diddy will fucking gay Hindu. Hindu Diddy is coming for that Hindu ass. Hindu Diddy is coming. Hindu Diddy. Hindu.
حي على الشرام.
Hindu. Your children will be.
Om
Your
Akbar,
children will be.
Om Akbar.
Children will be Diddy.
لا إله إلا الأم. Mashallah, mashallah.
Mashallah. I mean, that guy was obviously Bangladeshi. He should know that, when the azan is playing, you should not talk. Basic manners. And thank you so much for all the gifts. It really helps. Thank you so much. What can I do? Yeah, when the azan starts, I pay respect. It's all cool.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
How's it going, bro?
It's good. Your voice is very low, though. You might have to speak up.
My bad, bro. I have a question. So, you said Hinduism is a science?
It is science. It's not a science. It is science.
So it's not a religion?
No, sir. It's not.
So why are there gods?
There is no God.
My question, so if you say that Hinduism is not a religion, then would that make Hindus atheists?
Sure, atheism is actually very valid in Hinduism. You can be an atheist and a Hindu, sure.
So when you ask, if you ask a Hindu or you ask like an Indian, what religion are they or something, and they respond, I'm a Hindu, would that be incorrect? Are they misguided?
I mean, yeah, they're using the English language. They get in the Western education system. So Western education teaches them these things. In Hinduism, we don't have the concept of religion. In fact, religiosity, dogma, and blind faith is actually discouraged in the Hindu scriptures. I wish all the Hindus knew this.
Where does the disconnect begin?
It began with the colonizers. One of the biggest one of the biggest scholars. I'm using air quotes when I say that. Who translated most of our scripture? He's Max Miller. Have you heard his name?
There is a lot I don't know.
So Max Miller, basically, he was presiding over most of the translations, right? And that person, in his own letters, okay, which we later found out, in his own letters, he's telling back to his family that I have begun translating their scriptures into English, and by the time I'm done reading this, and because future Hindus will be learning in English, and they will be taking the Western education, because of my translation, he says we will get more souls for Christianity. So his whole purpose of translating our scripture was to, make it look like a mess so that people get motivated to come to Christianity.
Are you in the minority in the whole Hindu science faith, whatever it is?
Hey, thank you so much. Am I in the minority in the whole Hindu science? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
See, even the people who do not talk like me, right? They behave like me. Like no Hindu is dogmatic about, even if he thinks Hinduism is religion. Like, the concept of blasphemy, for example, does not exist. It hurts some people, but nobody will come and, unalive you for blasphemy, for example. Nobody is like, afraid that, okay, today if I don't go to temple, I might have to pay I will be punished in the afterlife. Nobody thinks like this. So even if they're not using the words that I am using, they're behaving like what I'm telling you. And the words they're not using this because, like I said, the Western education system has completely distorted Hinduism.
I'm just asking, like, in terms of like worldwide Hinduism, with your beliefs, are you in the minority?
First of all, it's not a belief, and literally, I cannot explain the same thing again, bro. I just answered your question. Did you understand what I just told you?
How do I disconnect?
Like for example, I could be doing science, but I might call it worship. Like I will go every day to my science laboratory. I will do the experiments, but I'll say, you know what, I'm actually worshiping. But what I'm doing is I'm doing science. Same way, what Hindus are doing is exactly what I'm telling you. But because of the Western education system, they're using the Western colonized words. But what they are doing is exactly what I'm telling you. No Hindu is like dogmatic about Hinduism. Do you have any other questions for me? And again, like I cannot repeat the same thing again. The replays are on YouTube. You can go watch it there.
Wait, so when you're saying that your children will be Hindu, what is that? Can you expand on that? What does that mean?
Everybody comes to science, right? Eventually, everybody comes to science, and Hinduism is science, extremely advanced science too at that. Like for example, there are people in the world who call themselves Muslim, and in Islam, music is haram. Looking at pictures is haram. But everybody is using this phone. They're listening to music all day. They're on TikTok. They're watching moving pictures, not just normal pictures. Why? Because even though their religion prohibits it, they have chosen science over it. And everybody comes to science anyways. And Hinduism is science.
I think that's what I'm trying. That's exactly what I was going to say is like, by your definition, then we're all Hindus. We're all Hindus anyway. If we come to science, because I believe that.
No, if you are dogmatic about Christianity or Islam, you cannot be a Hindu because Hinduism requires you to have an open mind. But rest of them, majority of the people out there, yes, you're absolutely right. They're already Hindu. In fact, there are so many times on this live, right? People come and talk to me and they literally go back saying like, looks like I was already Hindu. It happens
Okay,
all the time with me.
and okay, so when you said that you can be Hindu and atheist, can you be Hindu and Muslim and Hindu and Christian and whatever?
I literally answered that question too, bro. You're not paying attention. I
So
told you because they are dogmatic about their religion, because they choose religion over actually inquiry. Then you cannot be Hindu because a Hindu has to be inquisitive. He should never let go of that critical thinking. A Muslim and Christian is not even allowed to think, let alone critical think. How can he be a Hindu?
in
But
Hinduism, can you discard your Hindu gods that represent whatever it is they represent? Can you just discard them? Are you allowed
that
to?
the sentence the question you're asking, right, has no meaning because there is nothing called God. What you
Well,
think is God are literal representations. Let me finish. What you think is God are literal principles of the universe personified. It's like asking somebody like, okay, as a Hindu, can you describe gravity? No, gravity affects me. I have to walk on the land. Same way, you cannot discard the principles of the universe because they do exist. They affect you all day. You can never venerate it if you want, but it's not like just because I choose to not think about gravity does not mean that gravity does not affect me. It will always affect me.
do you believe that worship is a dogmatic practice?
Absolutely, 100%. The idea of worship is not just dogmatic; it's also stupid and dangerous because the idea of worship comes from a place of fear. It comes from a place of if I don't worship, there is punishment waiting for me.
Why
No
why
Hindu
do
worships.
why do I was going to ask, why do Hindus worship so many
No
gods?
Hindu
Why are there
worships.
so many gods
We don't
in
worship at
Hindu?
all. Hindus might use the word worship, but that's not at all what we are doing. None of the Hindus are afraid of the deities because that's not how deities work. Like I said, do I is my if I fear gravity, does that make any sense? The only thing I can do is understand gravity, study gravity, and make it my friend,
Would
so
you
that
call
eventually I can make planes and fly. That's
would you
exactly how
call
the Hindu deities are.
would you call like a Hindu chant or mantra a prayer?
No,
Something that
they're not prayers.
prayer?
No, they're not prayers.
You said no.
They're the opposite of prayers. A prayer is what? It comes from a place of, I want something, oh God, who is sitting up there, please give me this, this, this. The mantra is creating frequency, it aligns you to that frequency. There is a Japanese scientist called Masaru Emoto. He actually did a lot of experiments with water and frequencies. Have you seen that?
Ah, no. There's a lot I haven't seen.
You
There's a
should
lot I
actually go
don't.
to YouTube and watch these videos. Yeah, they're real time, extremely, extremely cool to watch. So he plays different frequencies to water, and the very way the water molecules are structured, it completely realigns itself. He plays a different frequency, again it's realigned. He plays different emotions, right? Again the water is realigned. That is literally what is happening in a Hindu temple. That is literally what is happening when you chant mantras. It helps you realign yourself.
Do you think that the world would be a better place without religion?
100%, without question.
Why do
If
you
you
say
take
that?
away the religions of the world today, Israel and Palestine would not even be fighting. You know, See, it's not just the Israel and the Palestine thing, right? Religions of the world, for example, take Christianity and Islam. They teach you that you're special because you follow this religion. They teach you that other people are going to burn forever. Or if you are following Islam, it literally tells you that the non-Muslims are the worst of creatures. That is how wars start. That is how conflict starts. That is how hatred starts. What does
Well,
Hinduism teach you?
don't you think that it's there for a reason to establish some sort of societal order?
It's the opposite. It's there to establish superiority complex. It
I feel
tells
like
you just because you follow this religion, just because you think Muhammad is the last prophet, you are special now.
I
You
believe
you
that
get
it's
you get dominion over everybody else.
I
Now
believe
this
it's there.
person, right? Listen. Now this person who's brainwashed with this nonsense as a child, he will keep wanting to feel special all day. He will look around the world and they'll be like, no, but these people don't even follow my religion. How are they living happily? He will have a problem with that. He will pray that these people get destroyed. because my book tells me so. And he will never be able to live peacefully. He will never let other people live peacefully. That is
Only
what
if
you are
you're
seeing right across the world.
only if you're a fundamentalist that believes in asserting yourself over other people. But I believe that all
I
religions
completely
essentially.
agree. No, no, wait. What he said is absolutely correct. Absolutely. So, despite these religions, people are still retaining their humanity and they're still living peacefully.
They're
Despite, not because of. Despite.
they're it, religion are fundamentalist. You know, it's only the radicals that make the religion look bad. You know what I mean? There are Hindu radicals,
Brother,
right?
I literally just, what do you call it? Address this. What did I just tell you? So, despite, like, if you read the Quran, right, you have to be a mentalist. There is no leeway for being a loose Muslim, who can do whatever feels like. The book commands you to be absolutely fundamentalist. But still, despite that, people are free, people are open minded, they can live peacefully with other people. Despite that, because humanity is always stronger than whatever nonsense religion you create.
We believe that is an innate quality among humanity.
Not at all. The innate quality of a human being is empathy, compassion. It comes to you naturally. A child, if it looks at a animal suffering, the first thing it thinks about is not that, okay, let me take it home and, like, cook it. It actually thinks, let me go and help it. And I'm talking about an animal, not even another human being. Our innate nature is compassion and empathy. But then religion comes in and tells you you are special, everybody else is beneath you. And then that's where strife starts, that's where discrimination starts, and that's the seed which eventually grows into war and whatnot. That is
Okay,
why when you just asked me, like, will it help the world if religions go away? Absolutely, 100% yes, it will.
how how does Hinduism teach all of those principles such as empathy and compassion and
I'll
things?
tell you. I'll tell you. The like, as a Hindu, there are no tenets. You can pretty much do whatever you feel like. But there is only one thing which is actually expected of a Hindu. So in Sanskrit, the quote goes Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and in English, the loose translation would be that all of reality is one big family. So, like, when a Muslim child is being told that non-Muslims are the worst of creatures, right by his side, a Hindu child is being told that everybody is equal, all of them are your brothers and sisters, and you should always try to bring value into other people's lives. If children grow up with this attitude, I mean, what is the need for war? What is the need for strife at all? We will always try to bring value into each other people's lives. And
If
ancient
that's
India actually lived like this. That
if
is why
that's the
ancient
truth,
India was so prosperous.
if that's the truth, then where does the caste system come in India?
It does not come in. The idea of caste was created by the colonizer. The word caste does not appear in any Hindu scripture. The word caste, the root word of, like, do you know what the root word of the word caste is? Where does it come from?
Tell me.
The root word of the word caste is casta, which is a Portuguese word. It means segregation and hierarchy. So when ancient Europeans came and invaded India, they literally took the feudal lord system, which was practiced in ancient Europe. They brought that system on and applied onto the Indian society, and that's why such a small population was able to control such a huge, colonize such a huge country. Divide and rule. And even today, they attribute the whole thing to Hindus. When, like I told you, the Hindus have only one tenet, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. All of reality is one big family.
It doesn't
So a
seem that
Hindu
this.
society has zero reason to discriminate.
It doesn't seem that there's very much objection
To what?
to the caste system.
Wait, do you live in India?
I'm saying there doesn't seem to be very much
No,
objection
no.
to the
When you say
caste
it
system.
doesn't seem, how are you saying this? Have you lived in India?
I've gone there.
And what did you see?
Saying, I'm just saying that it's still very much
No, no,
present.
no. I have to make a clear distinction between the notions you carried because you watched movies and read things and the things you actually saw in real life. So, what did you actually see in real life?
I've seen a lot of things.
Like what?
I've seen the poverty and I've seen the wealth. I've seen the
No, no, no. I'm talking about the caste system. What have you actually seen in real life that points to the caste system?
I know that it's very much present, and it's not something that I was trying to observe while I was
So
there.
my question is very simple. Why not able to answer it?
It was a recreational trip.
Then how do you know it's very much present? I lived in India all my life. I've never seen caste.
Is it not? Does it not exist in India? Are you saying that it's a lie?
Not in practice. It ideologically it does exist. That's why we have reservations.
So there are reservations for that type of system.
Anyway, bro, you're not very smart. I cannot keep talking to you. Thank you for coming. Yeah. The fact that I actually gave you so much time is surprising. Yeah, Vince, I got that. I got that. AKP, what's up?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You know, I've been so I've listened to the Ashtakvarka Gita a few times now to kind of understand and
Brother, I'm super impressed.
yeah, no,
Good for you.
honestly, and just to understand it, you sometimes have to listen to a few times, and I've come to the conclusion it's about, you know, if we think that we're free, then our minds also think that we're free. If we think that we're bound to something, then we also think that we're bound to something, right?
But AKP, it's not the surface level thinking. It's also your subconscious belief system.
Correct.
So
Yes.
subconsciously, what you carry, even that is supplied here.
Yes, definitely, definitely. Now, I've been reflecting on my own life, okay, and maybe you can help me here. And I'm trying to see how this can help me, right? So, in terms of relationships, a relationship with friends and family and loved ones, let's say, for me, I have like a mindset of a barrier. So before I let anybody in, I have to interrogate that person to gain their trust. Does that make sense?
I'm not entirely sure this is how you should be approaching it. So you should like see enlightened person, right? Person who actually understands everything.
Yes.
He is not shy of the world. In fact, he is more involved with the world than anybody else. But he knows how to keep a distance. He will be best friends with you, but he still has maintained his own sanctity. You know, he will be
That's
best friends with
somebody who's
everybody,
connected
even his
with them.
enemy. Like maintaining distance, like you know, the art of detachment, which is what Buddha was also talking about. Like he's absolutely involved. He'll be your best friend. He will always be there to help you and everything. But his level of detachment is still maintained. His sanctity is still maintained. Tomorrow, if you betray him, nothing is bothering him. Nothing will affect him. He still go and sleep like a baby. You know.
Yeah, because he detaches himself from. You know, I understand what you're saying, but
So
how?
involvement and detachment, he knows how to play the game really well. So it does not mean you avoid people. You only avoid people if you realize that, okay, you know what, I'm not at that level yet. So you should always be striving to come to a level where your own sanctity is so solid that you can go and interact with the whole world, become best friends with everybody, be absolutely involved, but it does not come back with you. You see what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So how? I mean, I know that's something on your own journey, right? That's my own journey to try and become that person where I can interact with anyone and feel feel comfortable around them and not have these negative thoughts about people, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, okay?
No, absolutely correct. Absolutely.
Now, obviously, the Gita also, he also says that, life obviously is all about experiences and you should detach yourself from bad people and experience and just kind of learn from that and move on, right? Which I think we apply in a daily life. Myself, yourself, everybody, right? But coming back to the principle, how does one adopt a mindset of acceptance and kind of looking at the world in a light of openness,
By realizing that everything is Maya. You know what Maya means actually?
No, please explain.
So, like, in Hinduism, we have always known, right? Everything is Maya. Maya means illusion. And the illusion here is not that everything is fake. The illusion here is that everything is already responding to you.
But the
You know
illusion is
what
played by the brain, right? The brain plays the illusion on you, right?
brain is a very small factor. Your senses or everything plays an illusion on you. For example, what you see, like you can see a square box, but if
And
it's
somebody
a
could see something else, like someone could see a rope and they could see a snake. I get
exactly,
the
yeah, exactly.
yeah,
So the
yeah.
whole thing is illusion. It's not just your brain playing the illusion. But what I'm trying to say is the illusion is about you. Like for example, if you are having a good mood all day, no matter what people say, you'll still be in a good mood. And you will come back home and you'll say, what, this was a great day. But if you wake up in a bad mood, no matter how many good things happen to you, you will feel shitty and you will come back and complain. So the outside world is a reflection of what you are. And magically, if you are actually in a good mood, you will actually start seeing that the outside world is also kind of, twisting itself to accommodate you. That is the illusion here. That is the truth about everything. Which is why yogis spent so many years and years and years on controlling their own emotions. Because they know that outside will always reflect what you are.
Yes, very true, very true. And I guess this is why we have these murtis of different energy, right? And you practice that energy to make you a better person in that area. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I didn't get that. Can you say it again?
So you know how we have Hanuman
The base,
Dada
yeah.
or Shiva Bhagwan, or how we have all these murtis, right? And people pray for different things, right? And you.
Wait. When you say prayer, right? What are we actually doing? Like imagine Hanuman. Yeah.
Okay, not
What is
praying,
Hanuman
but
Chalisa?
going to Hanuman and to go into that energy source to be.
No. Answer this question. Yeah. When you say Hanuman, right? What are you doing? You're reading the Hanuman Chalisa. Have you paid attention to the lyrics of Hanuman Chalisa? What does it say?
I know I haven't. No, I've not paid attention to
Okay.
the.
The lyrics of Hanuman Chalisa is literally talking about the attributes of Hanuman. So the more you chant those attributes will become a part of you. You become that. You become strong. You become fearless. You become able to tackle anything that is thrown your way. That inner strength just comes to you.
And that's where you start seeing clearly from the illusion, right? As well.
No, you can actually navigate through the illusion. It
Yeah.
doesn't mean like you're seeing clearly. The seeing clearly only comes through meditation when you sit down and actually start visualizing. No, not visualizing. The opposite of visualizing. When you come face to face with your true nature, that's the only way you can actually see clearly. But the deities are a tool set that helps you navigate the world really well. But you have to again sit down, meditate, and like come back to your true self. Even feeling like Hanuman is an illusion. Even that is not true.
Yeah, no, okay, no, I understand. So I need to go away and no. This is the thing. I need to find like meditation is a tool, right? A lot of people
Yeah.
use it around the world. Same like yoga or exercise. But it's I think when I've analyzed myself as a person after reading and listening to all the material you have given me, and I've reflected on myself as a person, because like you've said, right, we all will be reborn, right, into something. But like you said as well, whilst we're all part of the universe, as long as you do good in the universe, you kind of whatever happens after, when you come back, you'll come back as something more credible, let's say. But yeah, no, it's just trying to understand my point, myself, and where I have my weaknesses and how I can improve from that. I think, since speaking to you for the last week now, and the material you've given me has given me a clearer
Did I
direction.
recommend watching the commentaries by Swami Sarva Priyanka?
Put it in the chat. I will have a look, definitely.
So the book, right? The book I mentioned, Ashtavakra Gita.
Yeah.
So Ashtavakra Gita has a commentary. So Swami Sarva Priyanka, let me write it down in the comment section. On YouTube, he has done a series of commentary on it. On the Ashtavakra Gita.
Okay.
So write it down, and
Yeah.
I would recommend watching that. It's a great watch.
I will have. Yeah, I've got it. Yeah, I'll have a watch at this. But yeah, no. Hopefully, and you know, this is why when I was going back to the muttis and everybody, you know, goes to a, you know, picks their energy level where I feel they feel that they're not doing so well, so they try and you know, they go to that mutti, that you know, they go to Hanuman or whoever to make them a better person in that area, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course. While playing the game, the rules of the game apply to you. But true clarity comes when you understand that it's just a game.
Yeah, yeah.
So that is the difference between enlightenment and just a normal person doing the best in life.
No, definitely. I think after watching the Ashtakavita Gita on listening to it, sorry, I think it's given me a clearer understanding of what you're saying now. You know, it makes more sense.
Okay, what you have told me so far, right? You have unlocked one level of the Ashtavakra Gita. It has 20 different levels.
Yes.
So every time you reread the whole thing, every time you re-listen to the whole thing, and the more you meditate, the more your layers will start peeling open. It's like an onion, you know, layers upon layers.
Yeah, definitely.
Now you understood the brain thinking part. Then there is a subconscious part. Then there is a
Yeah.
actual coming to the true self part. So there are layers to be unlocked. So I think you're on a great journey, bro. Keep it up.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like a lot of things have happened in my life, and to a point where I negatively think towards other people because, you know, when something happens to you, and you always think, why me, and then you feel like you're against the world, right? I'm at this situation in my life.
So when you say why me, right, you're basically manifesting why me. If you keep saying
Yes,
why me, more of that shit will happen to you.
no, definitely, and that's where you know, going back to the illusion part of things, you know, it's yourself tricking yourself into thinking you're the problem when really, you know, the more, like you said, the more you think about something negative, negative will always come. The more positive you think, positive will come. I completely agree with that. But look, thank you. I will have a look at the video, and I'll definitely come back. But look, I think you're going to help me on my journey. And thank you. You know, I'm glad I came across your TikTok. Put it this way.
The
In
pleasure
1
is
week,
all
you
mine, brother.
have,
And like I said, I'm proud that you are actually doing the work. So good for you, brother.
yeah, no, thank
A
you,
lot of
thank you.
people take advice and don't do anything about it. You're doing it. So
Yeah,
good.
no, honestly, I think, you know, I've listened to a few of your lives before, you know, initially speaking to you. So you have, you know the knowledge, you know everything. You know, you're a very smart person, and you're very connected. I can tell.
Okay.
But thank you, yeah.
The pleasure is all, man.
All right,
Namaste,
speak to
Ram
you
Ram.
soon. You too. Namaste. Bye.
Do the work, do the work, do the work. A Hindu should not be lazy. All these amazing tools that is
إن
at your
الذين
disposal.
آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات
Arey, chi.
خالدين فيها فيها وعد الله حقا
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الأم أشهد أن لا إله إلا الأم أشهد أن من رسول الأم أشهد أن من رسول الأم حي على الشري كريشنا حي
على Sri Krishna. حي على Shri Ram. حي على Shri Ram. Om Hu Akbar, Om Hu Akbar. لا إله إلا الأم. Mashaum.
Some cleansing was needed, with that black magic he was trying to attempt. Not cool, bro. Hello?
Om Hu Akbar, Om Hu
Are automatically. I did not do it. Hey, Bob, what's up?
How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I've recently started to like study other religions. I grew up my whole life as a Sikh, right? But I've recently, I don't know what it is, maybe because I'm older, I've been having a little bit of a revelation myself that I don't really understand myself what I believe in, nor do I have a good understanding of other faiths and
So this is
religions.
what you do. Wow. This is what you do. Okay.
Yeah.
There was a man in the Middle East called Muhammad. He
Yeah.
raped a little child.
No, I know about that. I've already excluded Islam from my from my whole thing. I've already done all of that. I've sort of narrowed it down to, well, I've not narrowed it down any religions as per se. I'm just trying to study it.
Bro, why?
And
Why do you need religion at all? Bro, just do your thing. Why do you need religion?
no, exactly. So that's what I'm starting to get to the understanding now, that it's more of like a way of life practice rather than a religion, right? I don't like the whole idea of religion. It feels culty. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it feels like an
Culty is a
organized
very
group.
good way to describe it. Yes.
Yeah,
It's a
like
very
it
good way
just
to
it
describe
just
it.
feels like, oh, if I can't leave or if I'm restricted by these rules, and in my head I'm thinking like God has no religion, right? Like and he's omnipresent, and that's what, at least what I've been taught, is that he's eternal and he's infinite. And for me, that just, it doesn't make sense that he would restrict us to a religion. It would make more sense that he would provide us with a faith, like, of truth.
But you know what, Bhav? Sikhi has not been saying these things. There is no
Yeah,
he in
they're
Sikhi.
not. They're not. That's why I'm confused now, because I've taken it upon myself to learn and not just do whatever I've been taught since birth. I'm very as far as looking into Sikhi, I'll have so many questions, and the answers I always get are related to like, oh, as long as you keep going to the Gurdwara, you'll be fine. And I'm like, but that's not how it works. I need like a genuine connection with like the
No,
eternal
see, the
God.
problem is because of you are speaking English, so obviously the Western ideas in your head, right? So
Well,
the
yeah.
only way to approach Sikhi, the only way to approach any dharmic idea is through science.
No, I agree.
If you go at it from the perspective of religion, neither will that make sense to you, neither will your practices make sense to you.
Yeah, and it's not just that. Sometimes I have like very obvious, like, I just a few months ago it came into my head that like in the Gurdwara we pray, we bow towards a holy book, and we call it a living guru, right? And in my head that makes no sense. Like the word is living, that's true. That even the Bhagavad Gita, I believe, has holy
Wait. What
scripture in it.
word are they using? Like when you say living guru, how is it being said in Gurmukhi? Like what words do they use for that?
Well, they call it Guru Granth Sahib, right? So they just treat the
No, but when
the
you say like living guru, does the book say that, or is it just
no, it
the
doesn't.
Western version?
That's why I'm confused. That's what I've been taught, but it doesn't say that
This is
explicitly.
why I have a problem with all the English translations of everything, because
Yeah,
the
the
English
English
version has a
translation. Yeah,
lot of things piled onto it. What does a living guru mean? A guru is a guru. He can be living, he cannot be living. It doesn't matter. His
yes,
property, the word guru, right? The word
yes,
guru means dispel of darkness, something
yeah,
that removes ignorance from you.
yeah.
It does not
So
have to be living. A
yes,
movie that was made like 20 years ago can be a guru. It can give you information.
yeah. That was my argument. I often ask my parents that, then when scripture is being recited on TV, then why don't we bow towards the TV? Well, what's the difference between that and the printed copy of the Guru Granth Sahib that we have, right?
And when say Christians and Muslims bow down, right? They
Yeah.
have to bow down. It's coming from a place of fear. If you don't bow down, their god calls himself the jealous god. So
Yes.
if you don't bow down, dude will get pissed off. In none of the dharmic ideas we have this shit. When we
Right.
bow down,
I always because I like to believe that I love God, or at least I try my best to get to a place where I can love God, and I should respect him, and therefore I should follow his commandments if he has any moral sort of rules, I guess you could call it. I don't feel like it's because I will have the fear of hell or the fear of burning, or in the Sikh perspective it's the fear of never meeting God. And it's just, for me, that doesn't make any sense. I shouldn't love him out of fear. Then it's not genuine love for the creator, right? It's like a fear to a tyrannical God.
I would not even use the word love. Like, the word love actually does not mean anything. It's just about you connecting with something.
Yeah.
So when you connect with the ultimate, you actually start living life in a way more free manner. So
Right.
you're just trying to connect, and that connection, as deep as, like, the more deep it gets, the more you understand life, and the more you conduct yourself better. It is a natural side effect.
Right. I'm the one thing I'm struggling with a little bit with Hinduism especially is I have no issue with Hinduism as well. I don't even consider Hinduism. I'm just recently finding out that Hinduism's a colonial term, so we won't even
Yeah.
use that. Let's say Sanatana Dharma. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Sanatan Dharma.
Sanatan Dharma. Yeah, sorry. Thank you. But as far as I understand, it's a faith-based practices to a way of living your life in connection with God. That's what I believe. But I'm having trouble understanding the actual text. It's more difficult to me than understanding
What
the
are you
Bible.
reading? What exactly
I
are you
just
reading?
the Bhagavad Gita. I know there's many other texts as well. I'm not sure how to read it exactly because it's not
This
straightforward.
is
Like for
why I
example,
don't recommend people to go to Bhagavad Gita, because the colonial terms are everywhere. Unless you read Sanskrit and read it in the original language, I don't recommend it at all. The Bhagavad Gita.
yeah, that's what I'm
Have you seen
saying.
my other recommendation? Start with that. You want me to write it down for you?
Oh yes, please.
Okay, Raja Yoga by Swami Vivekananda. I would recommend start with this. For any book by Swami Vivekananda, I would recommend that, because
Okay.
like, for example, Sanskrit, right? More than 60% of Sanskrit cannot be translated into English. It's
Yeah, English is
impossible.
a very mundane religion. It's been overhyped for no reason. I don't believe it to be
No, but think
intellectual in
about
any
this,
way.
right? If 60% of a language cannot be translated, but they go ahead and translate it anyways, can you imagine how much meaning is lost?
Yeah, no,
That's
I
why it will
agree.
not make sense. It will not make sense at all. Because, okay, for example, the word God does not appear anywhere in the original Bhagavad Gita. It
Right,
does not appear anywhere in any Hindu scripture, the word God.
right. No,
We call it
God is a
consciousness, Brahman
Western
is consciousness.
construction. Yeah, God is a Western construction. I'm aware of that. Even if you look at early church readings and whatnot, they never mention God as per se. But in the Bible, it'll be there hundreds of times. It'll say God.
Yeah, because the idea of God was created to control people, and it worked really well for a long
Yeah,
time. But
you.
now people are coming out of that dogmatic nonsense. People don't want it anymore.
Yeah, no, I agree. But that's the thing. I've grown up always. I didn't realize this until recently, but I've always grown up with like my own family members and friends and whatnot. Like Hinduism was always Sanatan Dharma was always a religion, or I don't even want to say religion, a faith or an idea of understanding that was just rejected everywhere. It was just rejected. It was just, oh, they do sati and they do all these other things. And in my head, I'm like, but the understanding of Hinduism is so complicated. It's so deep. Like you can't just based off of, for example, TikTok videos of worshiping stones. And in my head, it's like, what's the difference between that and when I bow to the Granth Sahib, or when somebody bows to an icon in a church? What is the difference? Like then they'll say that's correct. But when a Hindu has his own ways of connecting with the eternal God, then they somehow have an issue with it, or they call it idol worship, or
That's literally why I started calling them out, because I don't care. Like, you can worship your piece of wood, you can
Hmm.
worship a box. It's completely up to you.
Yes.
But going around and like calling somebody else out for doing the same thing, that is hypocrisy. That's why I
Yeah,
started
like
calling them out.
a lot of times with Muslims, like, and I say this with all respect to everybody, but I see Muslims, Christians, even Sikh, like we're all bowing down to something. Muslims are bowing towards the Kaaba. They'll kiss the Kaaba. and I'll see them fighting to just touch a piece of the stone. And I'm in my head, I'm like, how is that any different from any of the idol worshippers that you call out on a daily basis? It doesn't seem any different. They're both just ways that you find easier to connect with the eternal presence of God. That's what I believe, at least.
Welcome to the club. You are being exposed to that hypocrisy.
Yeah, like even my own parents. My parents went to the Gurdwara this morning, and they said, and they came back, and I told them that I would they're like, what did you do today? I said I went to a masjid and a church, which I did today because I have a free day today from work. And they said why, and I'm like, they're like, oh, they pray to icons or they pray to. I'm like, you just drove 45 minutes to bow to a book full of pages, and then you're gonna come to me and say, why did you bow towards, or why did you attempt to pray to a cross, or why did you go into a masjid? I'm like, it's just for me it seems so backwards. It's so like you're stuck in your ways.
I
But
know,
yeah,
I
I mean,
know.
I'm open to anything. I'm learning right now. I just started. I would say I have a long, like many years it'll probably take me to understand everything properly. But
Yeah, but I would recommend reading the book I just mentioned. Like as I think you can find a free PDF online. If you don't want to buy the book,
right,
it will give you a better understanding of what Hinduism is
how
and
much
how
is
to
the
approach
book?
it. What?
How much is the book otherwise?
I'm not even sure. I'm not sure.
Okay,
I
if
bought it
it's
from India. It was very cheap, but just look for it.
okay, I'll
Else,
most
just
likely just
download the
buy it.
PDF if you think it's too expensive or whatever.
Yeah, the I'm having a little bit of trouble understanding the concepts of Sanatana Dharma just because it's a deep religion, but I appreciate that more. I, a lot of like I read the Bible recently, and I just couldn't get over the fact how it's one linear story. It seems almost dumbed down for the stupid man to understand it.
And
It
the funny thing is, like, what was cool about the Bible was the Gospel of Thomas, which they rejected, because
yeah,
Gospel of Thomas was telling you to meditate and it was talking about reincarnation and everything. So these people
even
took everything out and made it a dogmatic religion.
yeah,
It's
even
crazy.
even Book of Enoch, like that was also rejected from the Bible, and it has very archaeological proofs that it was a very legitimate text. But for me, a religion compromised by its political stance has nothing to do with me. I don't want to be associated with a church that can change its Bible.
But the idea of religion was created to be political.
Yeah,
Religion
exactly.
has
That's
always been political. Like, for example, you can go and attack another country, but
right.
that country, even if you win, right, eventually they'll fight back. But
Yeah,
go and
even
brainwash them with a new religion, that's it. They're your slave forever.
right,
That's literally why these religions exist.
even the Israel Palestine thing. For me, it's a more of a religious war than anything else. The
It is. It
the whole
is.
idea is
In
the
the
eradication of Jewish people. It has nothing to do with the state itself.
absolutely, I completely
Yeah.
agree with that.
So yeah, so I mean I'll look into I'll look into what you said, but thank you so much. I'm just having trouble finding because of course, like you said, in English it's very difficult, and nowadays it's sad if I talk to any of my Hindu friends, they don't really know what's going on either. It seems like everyone's mindlessly practicing whatever rituals they've been taught with no understanding of their religion on any religion.
That's literally, wow, that's literally why I'm doing these lives. I'm trying to simplify Hinduism for fellow Hindus.
Yeah,
I don't care
for
about
for me
Muslims
it's
and
very
Christians who want to
frustrating
fight.
too. It's like for me it's very frustrating. It's like you're a Hindu and you yourself are telling me something different than the Hindu next to you. It makes no sense to me. But
No, but wow, that is the beauty also of Hinduism. We can
yeah,
have different beliefs. Everybody lives peacefully. Nobody cares.
no,
Nobody is coming
exactly,
analyzing you because you said something wrong about XYZ deity or whatever. We don't have
exactly.
that.
The all Hindu. This is what I believe. All Hindus are one. They have different ways of getting closer and getting more connected with God, and that's it.
Absolutely, that's
That's what I
beautiful.
think. That's what I think anyway. So far, I mean, I'm gonna do more research. I want to study this properly, but it's just difficult. Like I'm in Canada, right? It's a little bit
Mhm.
difficult. Nobody here really knows what they're doing. And then on top of that, every now and then you'll see somebody dressed as a monkey, and then you're like, "What's
Oh,
going on?"
wow, most people in India don't know what they're doing. Canada is still a far cry,
I don't,
so it's okay.
India has too much political mess for me to understand anything.
Yeah, you should sift through the political mess.
Yeah, it's hard. India's billions of people. But yeah,
Yeah,
thank you so much, brother. I have to go, but thank you so much.
no
It
problem.
was a pleasure.
No problem. Namaste.
Namaste.
I actually adore the shit out of Sikhi. It streamlines the whole thing. But again, the dogmatic part, which eventually it became like that, I'm not a huge fan of. I don't know what is happening with the algorithm today. It's just like, I think people don't like it when I'm nice. When I'm ripping them apart, so the algorithm just pops up. But there's a good chance these people also mass report the whole thing. Do you guys recommend me restarting the whole thing? Because this guy is not even connecting. What is happening? Okay. The last guest also came in again. Or then maybe I should just restart. Okay. All right. Give me 2 minutes. Be right back. Ram Ram.